मेरा नाम मोहिंदर राज। मैं चेन्नई तमिलनाडु से हूँ। मैं जे मेंस में 100 परसेंटाइल लाया हूँ और जे एडवांस में चौथा रैंक लाया हूँ। और आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर जे मेंस एंड जे एडवांस. First, physics first of all is this year it was mostly application based, and I felt the questions were really nice, and I really enjoyed solving many of the questions. So for the first of all, the most important thing to focus on is electricity and magnetism. That is the most important topic. It is a class 12th topic, and possibly the most important class 12 topic that is being taken. So the second most important thing was mechanics, which is the most important class 11th topic. And for physics, I would suggest using studying the book H.C. Verma, and studying and solving problems from H.C. Verma, Concepts of Physics, both the volume 1 and volume 2. And if you want more advanced questions, you can solve questions, problems written by I.E. Irodou. It has problems that are beyond the JEE level 2, but they are good preparation for the JEE Advanced. And okay, that is for the physics. As for the chemistry is divided into three parts: inorganic, organic, and physical. And these three are to be tackled in a different manner. For physical chemistry, we have to solve more questions based on each of the topics, like solid state and liquid solutions, and related topics. And the more questions you solve in physical chemistry, the better you would be in physical chemistry. Especially chapters like electrochemistry and thermodynamics, those are mostly numerical based. And I would suggest books like GRB to solve questions in problems in that. I used GRB for it. And for organic chemistry, you need to read all the reaction mechanisms, and once you read enough reaction mechanisms, you can frame your own mechanisms by understanding the logic behind them. For example, if a base reacts with an acid, it forms a salt. So similarly, if a base reacts with an organic compound, it takes H plus from beta position and causes elimination. So you can relate, if you can relate different things from inside the realm of organic chemistry, you can easily conquer it. As for inorganic chemistry, for most of the reactions, there is no option other than remembering them, but still you can find some similarities in them. Or you can also make up some mnemonics. For example, if you are unable to understand, memorize a reaction, then you can just try putting names to each of the chemicals involved in it, and then remember the phrase. That will help very much in remembering the chemical reaction. And this also works in the case of increasing and decreasing order too, in different kinds of questions, like for order of melting point, boiling point, and things like that. And so this is it for chemistry. And for organic chemistry, I would also recommend doing the books Himanshu Pandey and M.S. Chauhan. Those books contain really really good questions for organic chemistry. And as for maths, I suggest maths. There's no other option but to solve a really large number of questions. It's good to solve around 20 to 30 problems a day for maths if you are on an average. If the problems are tough, then solving 15 questions or 20 questions a day is enough, but on an average, if you can consider an average difficulty problems, then 20 to 30 problems should be done in a day. And for maths, I would suggest coordinate geometry is very important. Questions from vector 3D and matrices is also very important. In last year J Advance, many questions from matrices came, and I felt most of those questions were very cleverly framed and very interesting too. And so for coordinate geometry, there is no option, but you have to solve a lot of questions in coordinate geometry. For example, you can solve this. There's this book for maths written by S.L. Loni. It's a very good book for geometry, like this thing, solutions of triangles and related topics, and for trigonometry too. And that's all I would recommend for maths. Just keep solving a lot of problems, and you're sure to get a good rank. And how I prepared for JEE Mains was it was the time of lockdown, COVID-19 lockdown. In that I studied for 10 to 12 hours a day. I split 10 to 12 hours almost equally into three parts of 4 hours each, 4 for maths, 4 for physics, and 4 for chemistry. But usually the time division need not be so equally divided. Sometimes you can give more time for maths and less time for chemistry, but then you need to compensate it for the next day if you are having less work in chemistry that day. And I would also just keep solving a lot of questions. And as for JEE Mains, solve a lot of previous year papers with the time limit. That is very important, because when you do questions within a time limit, it's very different from doing questions normally. because there's the additional element of time stress too. And I think if you don't get panic during the exam, then you are likely to have done well more often. And yeah, so for JEE mains, the topics that are not there in the syllabus for JEE Advanced, but are there in the syllabus of JEE mains are semiconductors and communication systems in physics, and a few other topics like this thing, resolution power and wave optics and related topics. So I would suggest you focus more on those topics for mains, because I mean, if you have been preparing for advanced all this time, then those topics might not be covered well by you. But if you are preparing for mains, then you need to focus on those topics again. And similarly in the case of chemistry and maths. In chemistry, in inorganic chemistry, there are chapters like F block and environmental chemistry. In environmental chemistry, you have to remember the ppm amounts for toxicity of various ions and compounds, because in one of the JEE mains papers they asked that question, and many students didn't. They didn't remember what it was. So yeah, that's what I suggest for JEE mains. As for JEE Advanced, JEE Advanced is slightly different from JEE mains in that the questions are more application based. You have to in JEE mains the questions are more or less direct, but JEE Advanced the questions will be not very direct. They'll be they'll involve 2 or 3 topics at once, and you have to think more about the questions in order to solve them. And again, JEE Advanced consists of 2 papers, both of 3 hours each. So endurance is also very important. So I mean, if you give the first paper very well, but then you don't do the second paper very well, then your rank will be affected. So I suggest do the first paper well, and then within the break you just calm down and regain all your energy, relax. Just if you want, you can take a little nap too, and eat comfortably, and then go for the second exam. And in the second exam, you try to do the best that you did. I mean, similar to what you did in the first exam, you try to give the same thing in the second exam, and you are bound to get a very good rank. And okay, as for me, I prepared for JEE Advanced by following the material given by Allen Career Institute, Kota. They provided a lot of things to me, and they cleared all my doubts. I would recommend you to if you have any doubts, I could recommend you to spontaneously get it cleared with your faculties and teachers, and ask them for more material for preparation for JEE Advanced and JEE Mains, because I mean, the more questions, if you solve more questions, then you have more exposure in the subject, and you can get you can be familiar with more types of questions which may be asked in the final exam too. Studying, I dedicate all my study. I mean, I think my parents, my teachers, and my friends and relatives are all played a very important role in my studying. Actually, when I came to Kota in class 11th, and my mother was with me. She cooked South Indian food for me, because I'm from South India. She cooked South Indian food for me, so that made me feel at home. So there was less pressure in being in a different environment while studying. My sister always motivated me whenever I was feeling sad. She is studying in class 8th right now, and she is she makes me happy whenever I'm feeling sad, and yeah, that's it. And I would also thank all my teachers, because they provided all the material for me. They helped me study, and they taught all the things in a very nice manner, and nice and understandable manner. And they also cleared all my doubts in a timely manner. And even during the COVID-19 pandemic, they provided assignments to me through WhatsApp, and held regular Zoom meetings to clarify my doubts. During the COVID-19 pandemic, initially when they postponed the JEE mains exam, I was like, I was this close to giving the JEE mains exam, but then it got postponed. So initially I was feeling very demotivated, but then with the help of my parents and teachers, and motivation from my teachers, parents, and friends, I started studying again. Initially I was studying for 12 hours totally, maybe 6 hours in the class, and then 6 hours at home. But then when the exams were postponed, I somewhat reduced my studying time to around 5 hours. But then after motivation, I started studying 10-12 hours a day, and I think that really helped me to get a really good rank in the advanced. During the times of COVID pandemic too. I mean, JEE mains was postponed twice. The second exam was first time the exam was postponed, and then again it was postponed. So I mean, it was really stressful for me. But then because of the motivation of the people very close to me, I managed to get. I got a very good rank in advance, and also I also got 100 percentile in JEE mains. So thank you for listening. Subscribe to the Delhi Knowledge Track. Thank you.